Speaking of BLM, I've told you I don't really like the term Karen. People disagree with me on this, but I think it's being used in ways that some folks don't realize. But here we have somebody who is referred to online. I've seen as being a Karen, who is clearly a supporter, I suppose, of Black Lives Matter rhetoric, and she's completely losing it on a store manager. Producer Mark, do we know where the CVS is?
I can look, but I'm not sure off the top of my head.
If you find it, let me know. It's a CVS, which, I'll just say that I live next to I don't know if it's a Rite Aid or a Duane Reade. I always get them confused. But as I've told you, everything is under lock and key. It's really annoying, and it's also really sad because everything's under lock and key because people just go in and steal all the time. There's constant theft. I asked the employees, I said, why I can't buy, I can't buy Zyrtec, or I can't buy chocolate. I can't buy, face wash. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Can't buy any of this stuff unless you get somebody to come and unlock it for you, because it can't just be out in a store. There's a lot of theft. I was under the impression, and apparently, as you'll hear in this video, I was wrong. I was under the impression that everyone out there understands that theft is bad, that shoplifting is wrong, that you shouldn't do it. Well, this woman has a very interesting theory, and it's not the first time I've heard it. I remember she took this video, so she believes that what she is saying here is righteous. She thinks that this depiction of herself berating publicly a store manager of a CVS who called the police because people were stealing from his store. Her view, this woman, I don't know her name, not identified yet, her view is that it is wrong, it is evil to call the police on the shoplifters. And you definitely need to hear why. Play clip 1.
May I ask why you called the police on those two men?
CVS policy dictates that if they're shoplifters, that exit the store with merchandise unpaid for, we should get the police involved. And if the police apprehend them, we should issue a barring notice.
Okay.
So I actually did not elect to press charges. I said, hey, look, I just want them to know they can't come in here anymore because they shoplifted, and I just need them to sign that, and I need my merchandise back. And the officers obliged, and the guy said the same thing, thank you, and they left.
It's not your merchandise, it's the store. So you know what happens when the black men or black people, and you decided to call the police on two black people that allegedly took something from the store because you're willing to uphold the policy, and they could have lost their lives.
We can agree to disagree on this because I don't work for you, and I follow my company's policies, not your policies, where I can appreciate your concerns.
So you're willing to risk someone's life for what, $30,000 a year?
There was no risk, in my opinion. Thank you. You have a great night.
What is your name?
My name is store manager.
No, what is his name?
No one's going to tell you my name when you're sitting here videotaping us so that you can try and elicit some sort of violence against me. It's not going to happen.
Elicit violence against you? You just elicited violence against two black men by calling the police on them.
We got to walk away when one of them had a warrant and could have been arrested, and the cops still let him go.
Just listen to yourself. You work with black folks. You just remember that.
Wow. This is not an isolated mentality. I can tell you that right now. There's more of this. You'll hear people say this. I've seen other stuff like this on social media where in trying to enforce the law at all now is considered racist. That there are people that believe that it's racist because cops will literally kill unarmed black men for absolutely any reason. It's constantly happening. You need to be afraid of it. I mean, this is the great big evil lie of the BLM movement. And you're seeing what it has done. The same way that people think that they're going to catch COVID because you don't have a mask and you walk past them for 2 seconds, 10 feet away. But if you don't have a mask now, oh my God, they're at a COVID risk. The same way that people's brains have been rotted with that absurdity, people now also think that police being called to any incident that involves a black man or black men is putting their lives in imminent danger. This is part of the theory now. This is part of the logic. I also think it's just so interesting. She goes, allegedly stole. No, he saw them steal, lady, okay? Like, allegedly is for the lawyers. I'm sure that the two black men that the store manager called the police on, he did it thinking that he saw them steal. And he's running the store, and I think we can trust him to know if people are stealing. It's not a very hard thing to understand. Hey, Team Buck, thank you so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you like this video, please click that little thumbs up button so then it will log as liked. And also, if you want to see more great content from The First, please click subscribe.